Welcome to the Smite Force Chronicles, he says to the two people playing. All right, so...
Also the Elegant 8 Adventures.
Oh my God, wrong way. You know what? Ignore what I just said, and...
Take two.
Take two. Welcome to the Elegant 8 Adventure Sagas, brought to you by Mene. Sorry. I get confused. I'm old.
Brought to you by Log.
I do, yeah, as big as heavy as wood, it's better than bad as good. The other team plays every Friday, so it's, I'm used to saying the Smite Force blah blah blows, but my heart's with you guys. All right, so it's a light load tonight. We started out strong with lots of people playing, and one by one, like the mosquitoes in my garage, they have found themselves unable to be here. I think Nick is going to join in a little bit. We'll see if Mr. Bing makes his way out of the woods, back to civilization. He's on a hike of some sort, it sounds like, or a very cryptic. I'm at a long trail. I don't know what that all means. But Noodle is down with a migraine, so throw some heal her way, and Favia and her little buddy, little Zippy. She's at a play tonight, doing rehearsals. She's in a play. I imagine that a D&D person also being a theater person. I can't imagine such madness. Anyway, let's do a quick recap of what happened last time. Last time on the Elegant Adventure Sagas, you guys found yourselves killing your way through the castle. I believe you dispatched Jiminy Cricket, and that was a lot of fun. You were wildly overpowered for the poor little chap. I believe he was dispatched quite readily. You found yourself battling some goblins and hobgoblins and made your way into this barracks. You divided and conquered. Nick Maylock made his way to the south, exploring the southern entrance, an entrance that you guys could have taken to get into the keep, or into the castle. And he's still in that hallway, breathing the fresh air of the outside. Noodle went to the north and discovered a door just through the curtain to the north of her, where some interesting conversations are taking place. She didn't get close enough to the door or spend enough time to sort of make out what they were saying, but it seemed like there's some sort of argument happening behind that door. She made her way to you guys, who had finally killed off the things that were in the room, and that finds us where we are today. Looks like Skylar took a bit of a beating. Trying to figure out...
What happened to the lich?
What lich?
Wasn't there like a giant... well, maybe it wasn't a lich, but it was like there was one thing left in the room, and it was like...
Oh, that was a Grick.
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah.
That was when I left. It was that there was that and a couple goblins. That was it.
Yeah, Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket. A funny thing happened. I had to reset. This is in the real world. I had to reset some a level and re-add this Grick in. When I re-added the Grick, I forgot to adapt its hit points and abilities, right, to scale with where you guys are in the adventure. Because, I adjust monsters accordingly, so it's not just like a one-hit kill. Gricks are usually pretty badass, but so is Karen.
Yeah.
Karen's pretty badass. So, Karen, I believe it was you, right, that just thwacked the shit out of this thing, and it was basically like, stepping in a cockroach. So it was a bit anticlimactic, but it is what it is. But, you guys did make your way through... You've established that you've explored most of the castle. You don't know. Bing doesn't know what's to the south. There's something breathing down to the south. If you remember, you're looking for Rockseeker, right? Who is somewhere potentially in this castle, right? You're there to find his map and to rescue him. Is the gist. So there's something breathing to the south. You don't know if it's him or who knows what. And to the north, there's some arguing through a door. And that's sort of where you are. And I can now turn off that narrator echo that I had going. And go from there. So yeah, so that's where you guys are. You're in this room. You're not in combat, unless you open a door and you're in combat. So I don't know. So it really, you guys got to tell me where you want to head. As of right now, do you guys want to split the party up? I would wager that Nick would at this point start making his way back to you. I mean, he's a frail wizard on his own. So.
Yeah. I think we bring Nick back.
Hello?
So hey, I hear Nick.
Yep, that's me. That is
Mr.
me.
Malak, all right, grab your character.
I just shut the...
Excited to have you. It's
Yeah,
it's
glad to be back.
It's been a while.
Yes, it has been.
So did you hear any of my recap, or do you want me to give you a quick one while you claim your character?
I came in late, as in like I started hearing you talk about Nick Malak. I don't know if you guys could see my beard, but it is modern times dungeon map, which I think is
you'd have to turn on your video for that to happen.
Yes.
well. All right then, una momento as I.
I'll reshare the map for you guys, by the way. Is everyone seeing the map?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will be momentarily.
Oh, yeah, you haven't connected yet. It's all good. While Nick's connecting, I'll just do a quick recap, but it'll be more abbreviated. You guys have killed your way through this castle. There seems to be 2 places left, right? One, there's a room to the south. Mr. Bing is at the door. He's pressed his ear to the door, and he hears something breathing in there. He can't make out what it is, but there's something down there. And then to the north, through a curtain just past Noodle, is another door. And there seems to be some sort of a heated argument going on in that room. Now, Noodle didn't spend any time listening to the argument, so she doesn't know what they were talking about. But she does know that there was something going on in that room. She was coming to report to you guys. The last thing she wanted to do was to cause a ruckus and be dispatched. A gentle reminder of where you guys are in this quest, right? You've made your way through Phandelver. After trying to deliver some gear for Rockseeker, right? You never made it, or he never made it. You discovered the wagon that he was on, sort of, overturned. Made your way through some goblin caves, and unfolded some narrative and yada yada. You dispatched a bunch of red rands, and Glassstaff, and everyone was working for this mystic character, this cryptic character named, the Spider, right? And the Spider character had Rundin Rockseeker captured for some reason. You think it has something to do with his map, and he's being held in this castle. You're here to find him, find the map, preferably, he's alive. Either way, and then all of this will ultimately result in you knowing where this Wave Echo Cave is, and that is the cave that these dwarves wanted to sort of fire back up because supposedly in this ancient mine are unspoken treasures that will bring prosperity back to Phandelver. How's that?
Yeah.
Huh?
I like
Does
that.
that remind you guys, like, playing every other week for like 600 years? It seems like you sort of lose track of the narrative. Matter of fact, I'm a little proud of myself for having remembered all of that, sort of top of mind.
That was definitely impressive.
Right. Well
so,
done.
Yes. So a couple of things we'll accomplish tonight, right? So, did you claim your character, Mr. Malak? I see you're in.
Right.
You also need to claim Fabia and Fabia's little butt munch of a friend, Mr. Little Zippy. And I believe that will take care of the party.
There we go. And where was the party? Is it the party sheet, right?
It's
no.
under player characters.
Player characters.
Oh, and you did miss it. Tonight I'm DMing with a gin martini with a splash of jalapeno juice, just to give it a little bit of a zing.
Nice.
Let's see.
Ooh.
I'm DMing on an empty stomach, so
All right.
this shit should get
That's
interesting.
not so good.
This is gonna be interesting.
All right, and you have access to the map now, right, dude?
Yeah, for some reason I'm seeing compile logs and
Did you update your client?
I did.
Oh,
I actually got that too. And there's a close button in the top right.
Yeah,
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 I
yeah,
I don't know
got-
why it
got-
popped up, but
I am
just
closing that.
yeah. If you guys see what the error is, let me know. I haven't gotten any compile issues, so there's that.
So claimed the characters.
Oh, it looks like we got a full party now. I mean, we don't really, because it's just, a handful of people, but for the most part, it should still be fun.
Nice.
And again, like I owe no one anything. In Reddit, which I didn't really use Reddit until I started DMing, because Reddit's this wealth of information for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And actually, one of my favorite information architects, back when I was at Realtor, I had hired her. She became an information architect for Reddit, which I think if you're an information architect, like Reddit would be a really good place to sort of weave your spells. But anywho, long story short, or short story long in my case, I have no idea why I brought any of that up. I've lost my train of thought. And Nick, you are at the southern entrance to this castle. It's an entrance you guys could have snuck into. Before you joined, the rest of the party was suggesting that maybe Nick, the frail wizard, make his way back to the rest of the party. What say you? I'll give you a free move. I'll give you a free move if that's what you want to do.
Yeah. So how did I? What? I guess. Why was I? Was I just blocking this area here? Yeah.
No. So you guys hadn't explored to the south, and you hadn't explored to the north. So Noodle went north, and if you look up, she found a ruined tower. She went through a door, and it was a little atrium. And on the other, in that atrium, she heard off to the east this argument happening. Went through some curtains to the south and found herself with the rest of the party. You went through a curtain and walked past a hallway that led to an eating area. And it's the same eating area that you saw when you were on the west side of the castle, right? Some goblins had come from this eating area. Now you guys haven't set foot into it.
Those two tables.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So you went past that, through a door to the south, wondering where the hell that went. And it turns out it went to some stairs that went outside. So you're breathing fresh air. You see daylight. It's all good for you.
Smells good. Smells good out here.
And it also has sort of like buttoned up the fact that you've explored every square inch of this castle except to your east. There's some sort of a tower that Bing is standing next to that door, right? He hears something breathing in there. Could be Rundgren. It could be who knows what.
Right.
And then to the north is another tower, which, doing the mental math, it probably belongs to King Grol, right? And there's some sort of argument happening right now. I'll remind you because I'm guessing you've forgotten this, right? King Grol is the Goblin King, right? That no one messes with this Goblin King, right?
Right.
And one wouldn't say that he is doing the bidding of the Black Spider, but it's more of like a mutual interest sort of thing, right? Because he wouldn't be one to be strong armed. Yeah. He is the uncle of the goblin that ran the caves that you guys first, remember when you had that goblin that sort of went bananas and became your friend, right? So his nephew was in charge of that cave system. Now you killed that goblin. His name is escaping me. So you didn't actually have a conversation with that goblin to learn anything, but you have drawn through the other conversations you've had that goblin. Remember the guys talking outside of the castle, right? That goblin was the nephew of King Grol, right?
Ah, okay.
Exactly. Right. So
he might be pissed at us.
What's that?
He might be pissed at us.
Well, I don't know that he would know that you were the party involved. As a matter of fact, at this point, you weren't sure if he even knows you're there. What you don't know is if any of the goblins that escaped had the cojones to go let the king know, or did they just run away?
Right. Because
goblins,
it would be their ass if they.
Yeah, goblins. It isn't in their nature, to hold their own and do what's right. Right. They're very much in things for themselves, so long as it serves them, and then they run and hide. Hobgoblins, on the other hand, fight to the death. But I don't believe that you've let any hobgoblins go. I believe you've dispatched every hobgoblin you've come across. You've had two goblins
sleeping or attacking.
True, yeah, true that. All right, Nick. So like, let's start with you. So you're in that southern end of the castle. The party had suggested that maybe you rejoin them. Is that something you would like to do?
Absolutely. Yeah. Let me.
All right. Well, move
rotate
yourself to
here.
where you want to be. And yes, Nick, and you weren't here for these rules, but you need to rotate your character the direction they're going to be.
Okay.
Because opportunity attacks, we've introduced the idea that they're also relative to your position. So if there's a bad guy, if you're behind a bad guy and they're not looking at you, they don't get an opportunity attack.
I gotcha.
Right? All right, you're making your way through.
I am.
Why don't I fast track you and just move you?
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
There you go. So you are now with the rest of the party.
Yep. Hey guys.
Yo.
Look at that role playing.
Nice to be back. I know I've been here this whole time, but it feels like I've down that hallway. It feels like I've been gone weeks, if not months.
So really, the only one that can hear you is Fabia and Karen, right? Because there's that wall between you and the rest of them. If you want to move into the room, if either of you want to move into the room, like do so. Do you want Fabia in the room, or do you want her to stay where she's at?
Where is she? Fabia.
She's right to your north.
Yeah,
Well,
which door do we want to go check out? We've got two choices.
Yeah.
That's a door in between Fabia and Karen. Karen's standing next to a door, yes?
Yeah, Fabia, I think she would sort of come up the rear like this, right?
Yeah.
And then Nick, I'll let you move where you want to be.
Yeah, I think I'm
Silence
gonna
in front of the door?
go right there.
Yeah, so all of you are now in this room, right? And just to remind you of this room, there's a stone brazier in the middle that, these coals glow in the middle of this small barracks. There's 4 straw pallets lined up along the east wall. The wall to the south has collapsed, but barred wooden door in that direction is still clear. The curtain hangs in the archway to the north, right? And that's the one that Noodle came through. And I forgot to mention in my recap, there is a bar, so like whatever's in that room is being locked in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that was where that led you to believe that it may be Rockseeker.
Oh, where Cyrus is.
Yeah.
Got it.
So there you go.
All right.
So I defer to y'all.
Well, are we going through that? Are we going through that door?
I think there's arguing. We heard arguing at the door to the north.
Yep.
And then I'm trying to remember what we know about the door to the south. Is that the one where we heard breathing?
Yeah. There's something breathing in there. You hear there's something in there, sleeping or unconscious or who knows. It's not moving around a lot.
Hey, did Thomas get quieter to everyone, or is it just me?
Am I quiet?
Still same to me.
Yeah, he's relatively the same for me.
Okay, maybe I gotta. Cause you guys, I'll just turn up your volume, Thomas.
Yeah, you can right click over my my being and turn it up.
It's so weird. You're maxed out on mine, but that's okay. I can still kind of hear you.
Oh well, let me try sitting like with some authority like this. Is this better?
Sounds better.
All right.
Well,
I could also
kind of
move this
already
mic
stacked
over.
up. We're already stacked up at the door to the south. Do we just want to check that one out?
Let's do it. I'm good for this as.
Yep.
Y'all
Right
good
now
for the
we-
south? Is the volume better now? By the way, can you guys hear me? I just moved the mic.
Yeah, it's better now.
Cool. All right, so you're gonna head to the south. You guys gonna send in Mr. Bing first, opening it? Like, how do you want to stack up?
I don't think Bing should go first. I think it should be me, Karen, me.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, just swap Bing and Skylar, and I think we're good.
Mhm.
So Skylar first, and then Bing, right, and then Karen.
Sure.
Are you and like this? Is this the order?
I am the only one who's hurt right now, so.
Oh, how hurt are you?
I don't know.
About 20%.
But not out of it, like, not a lot of. Let me see. I got 29 hit points.
That's a pretty decent amount.
Yeah,
All right, let's do it then.
we're good.
Better than 16.
Cool. Can you switch Karen and Cyrus around?
Yeah, that makes
I
sense.
will allow it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would say Bing would probably be. I think you guys are stacked up about how they would be. What do you guys think? What about Zippy?
Okay.
Maybe Zippy right about there.
Yeah,
Uh,
that works.
Awesome.
Cool.
All right, so you're at the door. What are you doing? There's a bar.
well, I
There's a
wanna-
bar across the door.
I want to be stealthy for sure. And have we rolled a perception check here yet?
Nope.
Let's do that.
Go ahead and roll a perception.
Not bad.
Ah, yeah. You definitely hear something breathing. Breathing in that room. It seems to be stationary. You don't hear anything moving around, but you hear this sort of like, I don't know, labored breathing.
Well, I guess we're opening the door, so I think we can. Can we stealthily kind of lift off the bar, but not open the door yet?
Yeah. Why don't you go ahead and roll a stealth for me?
Yes, I could. Is that under?
It's under
That's
skills.
under abilities.
Skills. Towards the bottom. In alphabetical order.
Is it on abilities or skills?
Skills.
Okay, sorry. It's just
Yeah,
looking up.
skills and then stealth. And I believe you have a so you're running Bing, so make sure you click Bing. And Bing has a +0 for stealth.
Well, I'm running Skylar.
Yeah, but Skylar's not at the door. Oh no, I'm sorry, Skylar is at the door. You're right, my bad. I forgot you swapped.
Wait, why did I roll 2 dice?
Because
you have armor on.
Yeah.
So you guys, you lift this piece of wood up, and you're trying to be really quiet, and you hear like bang 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 bang, and you drop this thing, and you hear this wood sort of echoing through this room.
Nailed it.
And then yeah, and then there's this sort of dead silence, and I'll let you ponder that for just a second.
Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah, exactly.
So you start to hear something, as
do we
evidenced by the battle music I've just fired up. So Skylar, you feel you're like at this door, and no sooner do you get that board out than that door like slams into you hard. So I need you to roll an athletics check for me. You're very lucky. You stayed on your feet, so you're not prone. But open. Very apropos for the trailer that just came out, you are faced with an owl bear.
Holy shit.
So this owl bear had been, being kept in this room for whatever reasons, right? So, what you see is, the upper floors of this tower have collapsed to create this sort of hollow silo, at least 30 feet high. The upper reaches of the room are lost in shadows. Dust, rubble, broken glass cover the floor. There's some old work tables just beyond this owlbear and bookshelves, and they lie sort of strewn to the south part of the room. In the middle of this room, formally, is this hulking beast that looks like, a mangy bear with an owl's head. Unlike that cute, fluffy thing in the trailer. It rears up and roars when it sees you, having slammed into the door. It is literally like you feel its breath on your face.
Man. All right. So,
I need y'all to roll for initiative.
Cool. But we should. Don't we get a chance to move, given the fact that?
Nope.
God damn it.
All right.
But we can talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
All right, so don't forget you got to roll for everyone. You want me to do a party roll? Would that be good?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do
know
a
what?
party roll.
Let me.
Give me 1 second. So don't roll for anyone else. Who's already rolled? Nick has rolled. And Skylar has rolled. And Karin has rolled.
How do you scroll down to the? Because I have the numbers 1 through 12 down at the bottom. How do you?
Hold on. Did you
Oh, yeah,
guys
there we
did
go.
you guys get requested to roll for initiative?
Yes.
No. Well, yeah, just for the one.
Yeah, just for the people that you have. Oh, and I have them hidden, but it's okay. It doesn't matter. All right, so Zippy, I'll stack up. Fabia and Zippy get stacked up next to each other. So that means that Fabia has a 9. And this becomes round 1. And Noodle is first. All right. So you're at the top of the stack here.
Can Noodle like look up owlbears on Wikipedia real quick?
She can. You're at the top of the stack, so if anyone wants to roll a nature check, you can learn about the owlbear. See if you know anything. So want everyone to roll a nature check?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Do you want me to do that whole group thing again or no?
Yeah. Let's do
Yeah,
that.
might as well.
got
All
a
right.
16.
All right, so you've got a 16. I'll ask for it anyway, but let's see here. Skill, nature. And go ahead and roll. I'll give you the 15, Skylar, when it's your turn. Those are some pretty crappy rolls, you guys.
Oh my god.
Yeah, your best is a 15 from Mr. Skylar.
Yeah.
All right, so what do you get for a 15? Let's find out. So first off, you can look at an owlbear. There you go. You see this guy, standing in front of you. What can you know? Well, owlbears are very perceptive, right? And you know that they sort of rely on sight or smell. You also know that owlbears are formidable opponents, knowing that they get 2 attacks, one with a beak and one with their claws, right? What else do you possibly know? Their reputation is that they're very, vicious and stubborn, and they have an ill temper. It makes them one of the most feared predators, out in the wild. In a nutshell, if this owlbear is hungry, there is nothing that it fears. It will kill and eat whatever it comes across. So, it was waiting patiently for its captors to open the door, and unfortunately, you were on the other side of the door.
Well, I was trying to think through, is there any way we can, I don't know, calm it or
Aim it.
make it not our enemy, but it kind of doesn't sound like it.
Can we tell if it's hungry or not?
Yeah, just passively, you can see this thing is pissed off and hungry. And if you hadn't been stacked up on that door, it would have just pushed through anything in its way on its way out and tried to maim, kill, and eat anyone in its path.
So I guess, is there any reason why we think it's hesitant?
No, it is full on in Skylar's face.
Okay.
The only, and it's huge, you guys, right? So, it's not going to be able to go around Skylar, right? It's going to go through,
Skylar.
over, and across Skylar.
All right. Well, my suggestion is this is why I asked, because technically we can back up and at least have 3 people attack it at once.
Yeah. It'll have an opportunity attack if you move away from it.
That's
But-
what I was asking. Like, how does it have an opportunity attack? I guess it just surprised us so badly.
Well, no, I mean, because at this point, it's literally face to face with you, right? So if you move backwards, it's going to be able to attack you as you move away. That's opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Now, your other, like, you could try to push past it. But one thing did work in your favor. For this round, at least, it's last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So you've got Noodle, you've got Karen. Karen is behind you, right? So,
Yeah.
Karen, if Karen wants to try to push past you, she can move half her distance.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Do we have room? Can Skylar get past the owl beast in the front? Like, go into the room?
He could on his turn, unfortunately, which is after you.
Okay.
So your only hope is to push past Skylar and then past the owlbear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's Noodle's turn right now, so let me see if... I'm trying to think if Noodle has anything useful to do, but it doesn't seem like it.
Does she have any? Yeah. So like, since I'll help a little bit, does she have any buffs? Any help that she can give you guys?
So I was just looking at... I don't think so. Charging...
I don't think like pushing into the room is even the best strategy, right? Like I almost wonder, Karen, if you step back one, and then I step on the bed. And if it comes in, then we'll have 3 people, like Little Zippy, me, and you attacking the owlbear, and then
Yeah.
we can have.
So just so you know, Karen wouldn't have to step back for you to go to the bed. You could move at that angle over that rubble. The only thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take your lumps, right?
That's fine. Yeah, I'm already. The lump's coming no matter what. So if Karen, yeah, I guess me and Karen attack it. Yeah, I just want Little Zippy to get an opportunity to hit too.
Yeah, I think if you can make it back to the bed and I go back one step, then we'll have 3 people in contact. So that's pretty good. Let's try it.
I agree. All right, I'm gonna
All
take
right.
my lumps.
Okay, so Noodle's doing nothing, right?
Yeah, maybe Noodle. Can Noodle move up? Can Noodle move behind Little Zippy just in case she has to heal someone?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, one more. I'd say one more.
All right. I'm not going to make you do any sort of athletics check. We'll just assume that you guys are able to be on the bed. So she sort of bounced in like it's a slumber party, like a horrible fucking slumber party. Okay, so I think Bing would call out that whatever you do, you're hoping that you don't make so much noise that it attracts whatever is going on to the north. Right? So you've got a curtain, you've got some buffer of walls and whatever else. So maybe drawing the owlbear into that room, Bing, I might... And if I'm overplaying this, I'm just trying to help a little bit with someone who's not here. Fighting in the tower might be more advantageous if I were Bing to fighting in the barracks that you're in. Just a thought.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, fair point. Let's see. I don't know. Do we want to change plan or stick to it?
I'll let you undo your move since I didn't really. I mean, you can still do what you just did, but let's just start from here. Like, and again, I'm just trying to make sure that we represent sort of like Bing's more like thoughtful approach he typically takes.
Yeah.
I mean, not when he's clearly not when he's hiking in real life because like he's lost on the trail or wherever he's at now. Hopefully, we see him again.
But how many people pushing past an owlbear is even feasible?
Well, I think if I can get past in one move, and then Little Zippy. Wait, what's the order?
If we think we can do it, that's a better move.
Yeah, and then you basically he doesn't get a free attack. So let's try it. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, just so all I'll ask is that you roll. Whose turn is it? It's Karen, right?
Yeah.
you can freely push past Skylar. Once you're up against the owlbear, what's your move there? Is it brute force push against the thing? It's like 3 times as big as you. Is it slide under it? Like what? Like
Yeah,
what's your
I
play?
might do a cool roll to get past him around the corner.
Okay. So and will you you're wanting to head to the left of him? I guess right to the left of his head. Its head.
Like right around here. Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. You'll make it. Just do me a favor and roll an athletics check real quick. Just to see if you end up on your feet or if you end up prone.
Oh no!
But I have plus 7.
Oh, I thought
You have
that
a
was
plus 7.
1.
You have a
Sorry.
plus 7. So you guys see, Skylar sort of like having planned this well. Skylar sort of sidesteps, and you see Karen sort of fly past, slide on her back, feet first, anchor her feet, and like pop up next to the owlbear. Your movement now. You're out of moves, right? You can't move anymore. But you are in the room, perpendicular to the owlbear's head, and this thing is somewhat surprised.
Nice job.
So Karen, you
Karen's
still have
back
your
there.
attack. You still have your attack if you want.
Oh
Yeah.
shoot! Okay,
Let me move it back
Yeah.
up to you.
I might as well attack since I'm down.
I mean, you don't have to. Whatever. Do you guys want me to make the owlbear white just so it matches the D&D trailer?
Oh no, this is fine.
Let's see. My first
like
thought
this.
was like, is it a druid? Is it a friend?
But then
Yeah.
you would know that, no, it's not a druid, because, see, a druid couldn't turn into an owlbear, because an owlbear is a monstrosity, not a beast, and that trailer is flawed. How nerdy is that, huh? Huh? Yeah, actually, there's a bit of a hubbub on the internet. I think people are excited about the movie, but yeah, it's a druid can't turn into an owlbear.
It's a pretty cool movie. It looks cool.
Oh, I think the movie looks awesome. And you know what? I can suspend some disbelief, right? And plus, I love Chris Pine. Oh, man. So you, not only do you slide and land on your feet, you, bam, hit that shit. Uh-oh. What's going on here? Warning. Recursive call terminated for database node care sheet ID 003. Oh, crap. It's ProStream. So there's a sad story. So we use ProStream to connect our OBS information that, when you see the stream, if you've ever seen the stream, all the data that goes there, it's a tool called ProStream. The guy who authored it, super awesome person. He's gone missing and no one has heard from him in months. And it's like the first time on the in this internet world, someone that I engaged with regularly just disappears. It's very weird because your mind goes what if they're dead? Because they're, as far as Discord's concerned, they're still around and online and doing stuff, right? But no one's heard from him. So if you're out there, Chris, man, I hope you're okay, pal. Anyway, this brings us to the little Zippy. Now, little Zippy can fly, just as a reminder, David. However, it's too shallow for him to fly through the door. Now, he can more easily than Karen squeeze into that room if he wants. But it would also, as he passed the owlbear, depending on how you describe his move, it may require an athletics check.
Right. I'm gonna hang out until we figure out a better course of action. I don't know why I'm moving around. I'm just gonna stay put where I'm at.
Okay, you're staying there. Got it.
Yeah, I'm staying there. Sorry about that.
Cool.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stay there and actually I'm gonna rage.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Zippy rage, and we're all fully rested up and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the most part. Okay. Come on, click. Open. Oh, there you are. So I'm going to click.
Yeah,
rage.
I don't think I've ever seen Fabio rage.
It gives me more constitution, a little bit more not as squishy.
Awesome. Yeah, you'll have to tell
So-
you'll have to tell Fabia about that because I don't know that she's never really played Zippy like a barbarian.
Right. I am 100% gonna try and play him as a barbarian because I weep for the hit points that fit little Zippy has comparatively to
You
me.
actually get to fight tonight.
Right.
Awesome. So unless you want to do anything, go ahead.
She did rage in the goblin room, remember?
Oh, did
that's
she?
right. That's right. She did. That's right. I want to give credit where credit is due. So you are all raged up.
Yep.
And
And
are
I'm-
you ready? Or are you just hanging tight? What's your deal? What are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be ready right here for any attack. If for some reason somebody attacks out here,
Okay. So if the
and
for instance, like if the owlbear
pulls aggro
makes it,
from Kieran.
so if the owlbear like makes it past Skylar, then you have right of attack then. Okay.
Right.
Cool. End your turn, and Fabia, that counts as Fabia's turn, right? You can choose
Correct.
one or the other. And this
Right.
brings us to Mr. Skylar.
All right, I'm gonna try to. Can I roll to the other side too? Can I push past?
As long as you stay within range, you can. Goodness. Karen's right up on it. There's no room to the right. I don't think you could squeeze through this one. I think you're kind of
Right.
stuck.
Until Karen moves, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could try to, for your action, you could try to knock the owlbear back into the room more.
I'll try that.
All
What
right.
do you guys think?
Yeah, that could be cool.
All right, how do I do that?
It's down by. It's at the bottom of skills. I think generic actions, right?
Yep. Under actions. Scroll
Be
down.
shove.
It would be shove. And you'd want to shove it. You would want to drag that onto the owlbear.
I don't see shove under skills. Oh, it's under actions. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
generic
actions,
actions, yeah.
and then go down to all the way to the bottom.
I see it. So I drag that onto the Albert.
Yeah, I'll target it for you too. Yeah. So drag it onto the owlbear.
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, get away,
Yeah, 5 feet away.
Right. So I'll give you both. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you knocked it on its ass, so it moves 5 feet. Right. And it is now prone.
What? Nice job.
All right. So, but that also means that you've shoved it. So you've now entered the room. Right.
You've entered the octagon.
All right. So you guys, congrats. Like that's a pretty big feat. So you guys see, Karen like thumps this thing on the head, right? And it's sort of dazed, which gives Skylar the in. So, Skylar sort of gives it all the shoulder and like rams this owlbear as hard as he can and sort of knocks it backwards. Now it's dazed and a little bit confused. Now remember, prone means that its movement, half of its movement is used getting up, right?
Right.
So,
Do I
but it
see-
wasn't really
do
going
I
to move
have
too far anyway. All
Do I have
right.
any action, or am I done now?
That was your action, but you have all of your movement left. And interestingly, you are out of the. Oh, you're still within. Yeah, you're within. No, you're far enough away from this owlbear that it wouldn't have opportunity attack. So, decide where you want to move, or be.
Oh. And I can't go to the right, eh?
Yeah, you can. Well, let me look. You can move to there.
I just want to give someone an opportunity to like shoot arrows or use magic down.
That would
You-
be fantastic, sir.
So here's what you could do. So you would be like you have all of your movement left, right? So you can
Yeah.
move. You can move anywhere in the room, and so long as you don't move, you would look. You'd have to move next to the owlbear, right? And so long as you don't move then away from the owlbear, it doesn't get an opportunity attack. But you will be, up against it anyway. So like what I'm saying is you could technically move there,
Yeah.
right? Although you'd have to move towards it to. So here's the problem, Skylar. So if you move there, you've moved within range, and then out of range, it gets an opportunity attack. Although it's prone, so it doesn't. Now that I think about it. So if you want to move there, you can move there without an opportunity because it's on its right now. It's like it's sort of dazed on its back.
Yeah.
So the good news is you knocked it on its ass.
I think it's good to move there, but I want to like shout heads up. Like if the owlbear decides to exit through the door,
It's
like,
gonna
the guys
have
need-
full reign.
yeah, the guys need to be careful.
So what this owlbear sees like a wing. It sees Bing. It sees Malok. It sees Favia. So right now, what you know is it's been knocked down, right? Which it was a bit surprised at, right? Because this is this big ass owlbear. So its weighing its odds, right, for its turn. Does it escape because you know it's been locked up, right? Or does it fight? So that's what you've got to ask yourself. Like, what do you think its next move is? So your turn is over, though, Skylar. It's now Mr. Bing's turn.
Let me go next. Sorry. Right. Mr. Bing. Oh, that's me anyway. So Mr. Bing is definitely gonna not stand there. Can I attack and then
You sure can. You can move in any order.
He's
yeah,
got
I'm gonna
a pretty rad damage spell.
yeah, that's what I was gonna use. Which spell is it? Does anyone know?
What is it? It's
Is it Eldritch Blast?
yeah.
No, it's some kind of light, right?
Oh yeah. What is that?
Disciple of Light? That's a heal.
I mean, it should be in his action sheet, right?
Yep. It'll be in his action tab under probably spells.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Sacred Flame?
I'm not familiar, so I gotta learn those spells, but I can list them out. We've got
He's said it before.
So
yeah,
he
so we got
has
guiding.
If
Guiding
you read it
bolt?
off, I'll know exactly what it is.
Oh,
Guiding
guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt. That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm.
but you got to say
So-
Lorem Solar Ipsar, whatever.
Lorem Salem Ipsor, and I'm gonna. Do I like drag guiding bolt onto the monster?
You drag the yellow dice onto the monster.
All right, here we go, folks. Ooh, 18's good.
Oh, it's a miss. A swing and a miss.
Why 18 and 5?
Yeah, why did he roll with disadvantage?
I don't see a disadvantage. I see that he rolled.
I rolled 2 dice, an 18
Yeah,
and
it
5.
says guiding bolt disadvantage dropped 18.
Hold on. Let me see why. Hold on. Let me look at the owlbear because there may be immune to some stuff.
Uh-oh.
No. No. I don't see anything like that. I don't know why he has disadvantage. Does Bing have an effect on him? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not lingering, I don't know.
Yeah, there's no effect.
disadvantage selected?
Pardon?
Is when you go down, you know where all the dice are. There's like opportunity covers. There's no disadvantage selected.
No.
Hold on. Guiding light. Let me look at this. It says.
Is he?
Oh wait, that's light.
He's-
My bad. Hold on. You say it was guiding bolt, right?
Yeah.
Is that a holy spell?
It is.
Oops, sorry.
What's that?
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, I gotta
I-
remove that. Let me give
I was
that.
roll-
Let me give that back to the Mr. Owlbear. Wait, it didn't actually matter anyway. Wait, who did it give damage
no.
to?
I don't think anybody.
Oh,
Okay.
it's radiant. It's radiant damage.
A flash of light streaks towards a creature of your choice within range. Make a ranged spell attack against a target. On a hit, the target takes 4d6 radiant damage. And the next attack roll made against a target before the end of your next turn has advantage, thanks to the mystical dim light glittering on the effect. At higher levels, using a spell slot of second level or higher, the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot. I don't see any reason there was disadvantage, you guys. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
it's,
'cause
it's because it was prone. Right, so isn't prone would be so that's why, because it's prone.
Yeah, but would it be disadvantage on his attack or would it be disadvantage on?
Well, I would argue, and again, this is my we can debate this because I'm not the best DM, right? He's this owlbear is now laying on the floor, so it's a smaller target than if it was like standing up.
It's
That's-
a giant freaking owlbear.
Well,
Ow.
there is also a pile of rubble in the room, and you're shooting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but it's not smart enough to know that. So what was the attack? Dropped 18. How about this? To call it even, I'll be a kind person. I'll give you one more chance to attack, and it'll still be with disadvantage, but let's see what you can do.
Oh, I'll take it because I didn't do anything. All right, let's try again, guys. Fingers crossed.
Let's do it.
Hey,
No.
at least it's an even number.
Yeah. So there you go.
Damn it. Okay.
All right, go.
Maybe that's a disadvantage because you can't kick an owl when it's down penalty.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna move here.
Okay. So you're moving there in front of Fabia? Okay.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll go one more over. Because Fabia is better fighter, right?
Okay, so as you do this, the owlbear's laying on the ground, and you see its sort of eyes light up, right? So all that's standing between it and freedom is this frail-looking wizard, and making it past Karen.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you know.
Yeah. But there's a door there, so worst case scenario, the owlbear runs out right out the door, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's two. So he gets into that room, right? And this owlbear is going to have to figure out, does it go left through the door, or just sort of blare up through that curtain? Right? You don't know, and I don't know because the dice will tell me which door it goes through.
Oh, okay. I would think the path of least resistance would be the door, but all right.
All right, Mr.
All right.
Maylock.
All right.
So you see this scary ass owlbear just sort of like laying on its back, right?
Yep.
And it's sort of eyeballing you.
Okay.
If you move, if you stop being an obstacle, it will probably jet from the room, potentially alerting everything going on, like King Grol and whatever's going on in there. What do you do?
If I what?
I
Say
said
that again?
if you move in a way that gives this owlbear a clear path, your spidey sense tells you this owlbear is going to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Potentially alerting King Grol that you've now guessed is in that room. And as you guys know, Rock Seeker is not there, so Rock Seeker is probably in that room to the north.
So, what kind of door is this again?
Which door?
The door between me and the owlbear. The door that opens and closes that room.
That door is now laying on the ground, and you can see it was a substantial door when it had the piece of wood across it. But there's a broken door and the 4x6 that used to keep this owlbear in that room.
Mm.
Right, so it's no longer even on the hinges.
Okay.
If
Well,
any of
shit.
your plan was to lock that door and your colleagues inside with an owlbear, that plan is now foiled.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
Now-
anything that can disorient or confuse?
I recommend a gin martini. That works pretty well for me. I don't know about the owlbear.
Trying to think here.
Blind?
All right, so Nick, let me throw some math.
Is he still prone? He's still prone, yes?
So yeah, here's the math, or here's the science, right? This owlbear is prone. It can move half of its distance, right? And an owlbear is a normal. It's a beast, right? I'm trying to see how far its movement is. Yeah, so it can move a bit faster than a human, as they say in Star Trek. I'll let you guys guess which Star Trek. Deep Space Nine. Anyway, so it's prone, so it can move half of its distance. So it can probably, you're guessing it can move 20 feet, which is 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's just to the south of Zippy, is as far as this owlbear is going to make it on its turn. when it runs.
Okay.
If it chooses to do that. As it runs past Karen, Karen gets an opportunity attack. And as it approaches little Zippy and moves into that square, Zippy gets an opportunity attack.
Right.
So it's thinking all of this through too. So you don't know if it's gonna run. You know it's not gonna make it to you.
Well, I do.
by the way,
I do have an ability that will get me extra movement.
Okay.
So I think I would be able to get there.
So and just so you know, everyone has that. Everyone has the ability to sprint, and they can move twice their distance, but that is their action. Just so in case you guys didn't know that.
This isn't this. I can use this as it's a free action.
Okay.
It's my blade song.
Okay. Awesome.
So I'm.
So do tell, what you gonna do?
So I
Range.
think. Let me see, blade song. Where's it at? Starting at second level, you can invoke blade song provided you are wearing medium or heavy armor. You aren't wearing medium or heavy armor, which I'm not. Supernatural speed, agility, and focus. You can use a bonus action to start the blade song, which lasts 1 minute. It ends early if you are incapacitated, if you don medium or heavy armor or a shield, or if you use 2 hands to make an attack with a weapon. You can dismiss the blade song at any time you want. You gain bonus AC equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum +1. Your walking speed increased by 10 feet. You have advantage on dexterity acrobatic checks. You gain a bonus to any constitution saving throw you make to maintain your concentration on a spell. The bonus equal to your intelligence modifier by 1. You can use this feature twice.
In your life? Like twice in between long rests or between...
I can use it. Yeah, I can use it twice between long rests.
All right.
So I'm gonna do that. And then on top of that,
and that means and that's a free action, right? That doesn't require. That's not an action. That's just you get that for free. It's a bonus.
Correct.
Okay.
And then this. So I have. You brandish the weapon used in the spells. So I have Green Flame Blade, which is a cantrip. You brandish the weapon used in the spell's casting and make a melee attack with it against one creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, the target suffers the weapon's attack's normal effects, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spell casting. The spell's damage increases when you reach. So, like, I guess both damage roll. Let me see. It's 1d8 fire damage.
So could you? And it does it to two different things, right?
Yes.
Are you allowed to do the same thing twice?
I don't. It doesn't specify. It's my Green Flame Blade cantrip. It just says the second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier. That's all it says. Hold on. It just says on hit, the target suffers the weapon attack normal effects, and you can cause green fire to leap from the target to a different creature of your choice that you can see within 5 feet of it. The second creature takes fire damage equal to your spellcasting ability modifier.
Okay.
I'm okay just attacking once if that's fine.
No, I think it's a creature of your choice, so you can have this thing leap into the air and hit it again.
Okay.
That's the way I'm reading it, at least.
Okay, so pretty much what I was going to do is, I was gonna pretty much run towards him.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics check to try and mount him.
Okay. I love your moxie.
Isn't it?
If you pull this off, you earn yourself an inspiration point.
My big question though is then what?
Well, I was gonna attack it with Green Flame Blade, but I was gonna try and steer it and keep it in the room, which would open up, because it's gonna be Noodle.
So you'd have to
But
roll.
Karen, that would at least give you, since I'm bottom of the stack. Wait, oh no, Owlbear is bottom of the stack.
Owlbear's bottom of second, and then we re-roll initiative at as soon as that Owlbear's turn's done. We re-roll initiative.
Oh yeah, it's when it gets in.
Shit.
So what would happen? So what would happen is this thing is prone. I would let you try to grapple it with advantage because it's already on the ground.
Right.
The question would be, you're holding it, your colleagues are attacking it, which I would allow, but if they fumble, they hit you.
Right. Say it.
That's my DM's deal. But then to Karen's point, okay, so when you've grappled it, that is your action. You're not going to be able to grapple it and then also smack it around, and you know what I mean, like.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
And you're super blurry. I don't know if it's just me and the gin.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna fix that here real quick.
that's okay. I'm not too worried about it. It's just it was interesting. I thought maybe it was the gin.
Huh?
All right, so you're running out of time. Like this is
Yep.
You're slowing down the combat.
All right. So. All right, here we go. So.
Wait, here you go. What are you doing? I've lost track of your plan here.
Well, is there? I just want to try and keep it in the room as much as possible.
Okay, so
is what I want to do.
You want to keep it. You want to keep it. So it's already prone. So the only way to keep it more prone than prone is to grapple it, and that's your action.
It's gonna be awfully close though. I think if you're just kind of like blocking the way, it might not see like a clear path and be like to sprint through the hole.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, if you took a step forward, then it would have to make it past. Like you would be basically blocked. Like there would be no door access.
Right. Okay.
And just so you know, I'm gonna roll a dice to decide if this thing like I'm gonna roll a die, and that will tell me if this thing tries to escape or does one round of fighting.
Okay. I think I'm still gonna do Blade Song. I think that's kind of like the safer route.
Go for it.
So, I've got Blade Song activated.
I targeted for you.
Thank you.
And as you're like getting your Blade Song spell, your cantrip ready, like you just really like the reality of how big this goddamn thing is sort of hits you.
Yep. I'm just like, okay. Here we go.
Can't believe you didn't use your orbs, but you know.
Yep. I mean, I could get close enough to do Shocking Grasp, which would, stun it a little bit.
You'd have to get right up next to it.
Yep.
Which would make you its primary target, just so you know.
Yep. Sure would.
But if Nick doesn't die in every session, then what is life really?
I'm pretty much out here. Like I've died once before. I've done this before. So, yep. I may not grapple it, but I'm definitely gonna try and keep it in the room. So I'm gonna run.
All right.
I'm gonna move right up to it.
Whoa.
And
as AC/DC says, big balls.
Fortune favors the brave.
And I am going to attack it with Green Flame Blade.
Wow, did you have to be next to it to do that? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I did. Or within 5 feet, because I have to.
There it is. Yeah, you're right.
Yep.
So hopefully fortune favors the frail.
Hey man, look what happened to Bitcoin. Super successful.
Why did you attack yourself?
What? I have this thing selected. Why is it not?
Drag the hit onto the beast.
There. Why is it not? Wait a second. Wait, why is it doing it? Why is it doing it like that?
Hold on. What are you dragging to it?
I'm dragging I have Green Flame Blade here, but there's no thing for me to roll.
Now try.
Do I have to take? I wonder if I have to attack with my talon, my blade.
So do you? I think you apply that to yourself.
The green flame blade?
Yeah, right. And then that charges your weapon, correct?
Oh, that's okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So now
use your You don't have a
and
blade.
now I have to attack.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now roll
Good job.
damage.
Now roll damage. Okay. Yep, there it is. Okay, because I do
Nice
1d8. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, so it did 12 damage to this beast, right?
Correct. 6 looks like 6 fire damage.
But a total of
So-
12.
Right.
All right, and then you get to do you roll damage automatically again? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because I hit.
Yeah, you hit. Therefore, you
Yeah.
get the second attack of another character, which you've agreed was going to be your
Right.
the same thing. So roll the
same
damage
thing.
again.
Okay.
So an additional 3.
Additional 3. Okay.
So that gives us 15 damage. There you go.
Nice job.
Great.
Nick, you have pissed this owlbear off.
Good. That was my goal.
Awesome. And you do remember that this thing has multi-attack, right? So go ahead and end your turn.
All right. And
And makes 2 attacks, one with its beak and one with its claws. So, first off, it stands up. It's half of its movement. So it is no longer prone. Bloop, bloop. So Nick, you thwack the thing and it gets hurt pretty bad. But then you see it towering above you. So you're this little wizard dude, and suddenly there's this owl bear just looming in front of you. And no sooner did you come to terms with that than it attacks you with its beak, which has a +7. So it's an easy hit. It hits you hard. Now, its beak alone could almost kill you.
and it does.
No, does it?
Yeah. 100%. That's 17 damage. I have 16 HP.
Why did it not give you that damage?
I don't know. Am I selected? It says that owlbear damage, beak. There we go. There, now,
All right.
now I'm dead.
No. We can save you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so it used half of its movement, so all it's going to do now is, while Nick is down and out, it just sidesteps right here and takes its second attack on Mr. Skylar. Oh, it fumbles!
Oh, yeah!
So no matter what hits you for the next round that we go to, you don't take any damage.
Oh, my God. After it just obliterated me, God damn it.
All right, so as is our way, Nick is dead, but not completely. The dude with 17 hit points runs up on an animal or on a monstrosity that can do easily that much damage with one hit. It's okay, Nick. If it hadn't done it with its beak, it would have gotten you with its claws.
Right.
All right, so you are now at the top of the stack. I need you guys to all roll for initiative. Now I can
Party
just-
roll?
I can do a party roll. So Skylar already rolled and Nick already rolled. So hold on, let me do the party roll. How about, would it be better if I just do party rolls going forward?
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah, since everybody's controlling somebody else.
Yeah, I thought that might be easier. All right, there you go.
Oh, Cyrus.
Yeah, Fabia. Fabia.
All right.
What
And
did
let me
the
roll.
owlbear-
The owl bear, you guys are probably waiting with, so you guys are waiting to see what this owl bear does. So it rolls its initiative, and it is it's a solid 14. Middle of the stack. The owl bear is pleased with its roll. This puts us at
So-
Fabia. And then Zippy moves up to the top of the stack, so it gets a 19 as well.
So an upside of Nick being a pool of guts is that he won't be in the way of Fabia shooting through the hallway.
Yeah,
I
so
was
yeah,
just
you are laying on the
was
ground.
I was like, I planned this.
Yeah, way to prone yourself.
Right.
All right, so I'll let you guys strategize on what you want to do. So Nick, unlike you haven't played in a while. Unlike what you did, which was you sort of thought through what you were going to do real time. Like we want to kind of do that at the top of the round, and then sort of enact like the plan. Right now, it doesn't mean that you don't get the flex during your turn, but sort of less like which spell am I going to use and where should I move?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So now is when you do that though. So you guys have full reign to talk amongst yourselves. I would argue that you guys can yell to each other so you all can communicate. Sort of like how you want people to stack up. Nick, as Nick Maylock, you can't say anything on behalf of Nick Maylock.
Having been dead and all.
No, he's dying though. He's not dead, right?
Oh no, I'm dead. I'm definitely dead.
Nick, it's been a minute since we last spent time together.
Hello, God.
How are things?
I'm good. I see you did some remodeling on the wrought iron up here. That's nice.
Me and some of the other guys were talking about you, Nick, and wondering if maybe you had considered, I don't know, not rushing the room. You think on that as you determine your fate in 3 rolls.
Shit.
Thanks, God.
So we definitely need to get Nick some healing ASAP. Don't forget, Little Zippy's Berserker, right? So I think, but Little Zippy can get killed really quickly. Karen, you should probably go Berserker ASAP.
Well, Lil Zippy has. What does she have? He have. He? She? She has. It has 37 hit points.
Yeah, I think he can survive a couple hits. So we could get we could get Zippy down here, and then that'll. Yeah, actually, if we can get Zippy at the top of the room, then maybe we can get a healer in the right in front of the door. That way, start helping.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
agree.
Are you thinking like, how do you? Is there a way that I can like? Oh, I'll draw. That's what I'll do. So like around here somewhere. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. Were you guys able to see that? Did you see anything?
What did you try to do?
I was trying to color. I forgot how to color.
Oh, you have to get into draw.
Yeah, I clicked drawing mode, but for some reason it's not working. But it's like it's probably because it's.
I see. It's making it black, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now. I just didn't know. It looked like a
Yeah, like right around here. Like, isn't there an area down here that Lil Zippy can?
Yeah.
Yeah, it could fly there, or I can move there.
Okay.
Let me see what Zippy's movement is though.
Lil Zippy will be flying. So his movement.
No, little Zippy won't be flying because little Zippy. I mean, like I'll give it little hops. So I'll give it 30 feet, right? Like it'll go 30. Like it can't go its full 40, because it's not. The ceilings aren't high enough until it gets into that door.
Ah, I see. Okay, so it can.
It can move all of 20 feet, walking.
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Well, I mean, honestly, you can move to here, and then there is a ceiling, so that's 20.
Right.
15, 5. So then you'd have 10 more feet.
Yeah, go to where you're gonna go.
Yeah, so Lil Zippy can go there, and
you're gonna move him to where you wanted, right here.
yeah. Can I move? Oh, I can only move one or the other, correct?
Yeah, like that. Like if you're moving Zippy, that's it.
That's it, right? Okay. So then I will. So Lil Zippy is still raging.
Yep.
So I will.
Yeah, Zippy has all of its action. I guess you're moving into combat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And the plan was that someone was going to heal Nick, Zippy was going to move in, and basically the 3 of you guys are going to like beat on this owl bear,
Yes.
hoping that it doesn't sort of trample over Nick's body in an attempt to escape.
Well, Nick can't get any more dead, so there you go.
Oh, that's not true. He can get 3 more dead.
Yep.
Like he can get perma dead.
Yeah, I can. I need to make three saving throws.
Yeah, you got
In
a
order
3
to
saves
succumb.
versus 3 fails.
Right. What is this Devil's Sight? Magical darkness does not impede. No. Magic resistance. That's good. Torch. Is it the stinger? Is it the stinger that?
Yeah,
kicks
that's
ass?
that's
So
what
it
he.
is?
Yeah, that's what he uses.
Okay. You sound very enthused, GM.
Yeah, it's the stinger poison is what I think typically she does, right?
Yes.
With-
For the attack.
Yep.
Yep. What's this piercer? You have achieved a penetrating precision in combat. Increase your strength or dexterity by 1 to maximum of 20. Once per turn, when you hit a creature with an attack that deals piercing damage, you can re-roll one of the attack's damage dice, and you must use the new roll. When you score a critical hit that deals piercing damage to a creature, you can roll 1 additional damage die when determining the extra piercing damage that target takes.
So basically, there's like a you can re-roll damage if you don't like it, but if it's lower, you have to take it. If it's higher, you get it.
Nice. 6.
All right, I need you to take your turn because you started combat, and
So I'm gonna do the stinger poison here.
all right,
So I got that targeted,
all right.
and
Yes.
Nope, the owlbear succeeded at
Yep.
its save.
yeah.
That was your roll. Sorry.
So, no good.
Well, shit.
Yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
I mean, not much.
Do I still have movement here?
Nope, you're all out of movement.
All right.
It is what it is.
All right.
But if this owlbear decides to jet, on the plus side, there's 3 opportunity attacks. I mean, not Nick. I mean, Nick's gonna get trampled.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. I'm just gonna get.
Wasn't Zippy berserking though?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
All right,
All
end
right.
your turn.
All right.
And then end your
Yeah.
turn again. It's Karen's turn.
Yeah.
All right, Karen. It seems like forever ago that we last spoke.
Yep. All right. Let's try hitting it some more.
Sounds like plan. Barbarians like to hit stuff.
Yes, they do.
I'm gonna go ahead and rage up.
Yeah, so Karen sort of assessed the situation. You guys have hit this thing pretty hard, and it's only moderately damaged, so this thing is a brute.
Yep.
I guess I'll frenzy too, so I get an extra attack. All right. Let's see. Here we go.
All right. Oh.
Ooh, hit.
You hit? Wow, I didn't expect that. I thought that'd be...
+7.
Jesus.
Did it give me my? Oh yeah, it said +2 on it. Okay.
And did it... But it's not taking the damage off. So let me apply the damage. Hold on. All right.
All right. Swing again.
Another solid hit.
That +7 is crazy
So,
powerful.
so Kern is just like whacking the crap out of this thing. Okay, I need to see what's going on. Tracker. I'm just trying to figure out what is causing this error.
Oh, to not.
Yeah, so it's taking off another 13 of damage. So now I got to do math in my head, and that takes it to heavy damage. All right. All right, Skylar.
Targeted. It's already targeted, right?
Yeah, and it's gonna has like because Karin was hitting it, it's like sort of spun towards you guys. Not that that's gonna be super critical, but just so you know, it's focused on you guys. And another whack to this poor owlbear.
Suck it, owlbear.
10 damage. I will manually do because what the hell? So this thing is freaking hurt, you guys. Now, Skylar, as you thwack the thing on the head, you look into its big owl eyes, and there's some beauty, in the nature of this owlbear. And, just for a moment, you think to yourself, this monstrosity was kept here against its will. It's just trying to make its way in life and get the hell out of here. But then, you overcome that sort of that doubt and thwack it on its head. So it's all good. The owlbear is having the same sort of a moment, thinking like, what does it do? It's on the verge of death. It knows if it runs away, three of you, the likelihood that one of the three of you is going to take it out, it's pretty likely. So honestly, it says fuck it. It goes after Skylar. Oh my god. So not only did it miss, but don't forget, you didn't take damage this round anyway.
I was going to say that.
So that was its first hit. Next one's against Karen. Does hit. And it does 14 damage to Karen. Which, of course, I have to manually do. There you go. All right, so there you go, and that ends the owlbear is not going to try to move. Anywhere it moves, it's going to be attacked. So it's going to hope it can do the best it can do. This brings us to Noodle.
All right, can Noodle? I don't know anything about Prieston. What does Noodle need to do to unkill, undie?
Well, Noodle has to get to him. I think most of her actions are lay hands on, right? Let me see.
Yeah. But she can get down and make pretty quickly.
Yeah, she can make it. The question is, Yeah, so then you'd want to do... Okay, so there's a couple you can do. So if you want to stabilize Nick, there's Healing Word. It regains 1d4 plus the ability modifier. Right? There is...
Spare the Dying will stabilize?
Yeah, Spare the Dying stabilizes. And it's a cantrip. So the difference is Healing Word will stabilize and give health back. Spare the Dying is a cantrip that you can use over and over again that just gives Nick basically, 1 hit point.
It's basically like gives them a saving roll, right?
It's basically well it basically
it revives me essentially with 1 hit point.
They won't die, right? Like they won't die. They aren't healed, but they won't die. So the difference is one's a spell, and you only have so many spell slots, right, that you can use. And Noodle has... How many spell slots does she have left? Oh, she has a bunch of spell slots. So she has 4, 5... She has 6 spells that she can cast.
Yeah. Wow.
So you get more mileage out of a heal if you think that's what you need. But that cantrip is cool because let's just assume that you used all your spell slots up, right? That means that you could still you could triage people, right? You could still stabilize them. They'll still have to heal, but at least you know that you're not going to have to carry their corpse around for resurrection. Fun
with
fact,
1 hit point, would I be able to heal myself?
Yes.
Okay.
You're not unconscious. You're just completely hurt. Like we'd have to see when she hits. I don't know if it gives you 0 and then you don't have to do saves, or it gives you 1. We'll see if it removes the unconsciousness.
Yeah. Well, so I would say, because I have 4 saving throws.
You have 3 saving throws. Well, I mean, you have You have to do no. So the way it works
Because isn't it best? It's best out of 3, isn't it? 'Cause
No,
that's what it looks like down here.
it's 3 saves versus 3 fails. So it's a race. It's a race. Like so, you keep rolling until you either get 3 saves, or you get 3 fails, whichever comes first.
So do I? So I guess does the party have to choose between whether or not I start my death saves or heal me, or can I do a deaths like a saving throw now?
So yeah, because Cliff doesn't play the healer, like normally, like you can't talk right now normally.
Right.
But just because Noodle's not here, yeah. So there's basically you could play the odds, right? Like Noodle could do other things because she knows that you have 2 rounds before she has to stabilize you or you die.
Right.
Right, because you have 2. You know, you could do 2 saves, but like basically, let's just imagine that you fail and then you fail again. That 3rd time you fail, you're dead, permadead. So at that point, she needs to stabilize you, or you're permanently dead. Full stop.
Yeah.
So basically, this whole party can go 2 more rounds without you having to be saved.
Okay.
Okay, and then so it looks like Cure Wounds does more healing potentially.
Yeah, it just uses a spell slot. Is all.
Okay, and there's Healing Word too, but I can't tell the difference between the two.
Healing Word.
Yeah.
Isn't Healing Word? Doesn't that do multiple people heal? Let me see. Healing Word, spell Healing Word. Creature choice within your range.
Healing Word is a 60-foot range. Cure Wounds is touch.
Yeah. So, and I think Healing Word gives you less, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll do Cure Wounds.
All right. Cool.
So just target and then hit the little heal button.
Yeah, or just drag that plus right on top of him is the safest bet. Ooh, he does good. So he got back 7. Did it give him back 7? No, of course it didn't. So he is now at... hold on. He starts with 16 minus 7. That means that he's at 9. There you go. So now it took him to critical.
Nice. So now you're up and can do the killing blow, right?
Oh, that'd be nice. All right. So I'm going to because my blade song went away because I was incapacitated. I am going to green flame blade again.
Okay.
Yes, you're gonna get a critical kill. Do it.
And coughing blood, and picking back up my sword.
Yes, this is gonna be epic.
And Owlbear's like, you gonna ride me again?
No.
Ah, son of a bitch.
So Nick, just fresh off of being dead, is like still 2 days. Like he does his, you see him do his best, you guys, but like he just doesn't connect.
Nice try, buddy.
And that's the end of that. It's now Mr. Bing's turn. And by the way, Nick, you can move, but it'll get an opportunity attack on you.
Yep, I'm staying right here. I'm not moving.
All right, end your turn, and let's take it to Mr. Cyrus.
All right.
I don't think Cyrus can shoot past, right?
Nope.
So he just passes.
All right, everyone, roll for initiative. Let me send that thing. Hold on, we'll just do this the right way. All right, roll for initiative. Boom. That's a hell of a lot easier. I'm glad they fixed requested rolls, and I understood how to use it. All right.
Huzzah.
So let's start the round. So the way this is going to work is it'll either be Little Zippy or Fabia at the top of the round. Followed by Mr. Bing, Noodle, Karen, the Owlbear, then Nick, and then Skylar.
All right.
Playing cleanup.
What if we miss all the way down to the owlbear and it kills Nick again?
Down the scale, yeah.
That would suck.
That would suck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think,
100%
and Nick,
would
as you were coming back to life, you heard your God say, "See you again soon, my friend."
See. Yeah, probably.
You spend almost as much time with your gods as you do with your party. All right, so you're at the top of the round. What's your plan for this round?
All right, so pretty much my plan is going to be
I
using
mean,
Little Zippy.
your global plan, like the team. Is it just
Okay.
slack on this thing?
Attack the owlbear.
Yeah, attack the owlbear. It's almost dead, so we should attack it with everything we got.
All right.
So, what's his face is still raging, so I'm gonna do the stinger again.
Okay.
So, which I think it's still attack. It's still. Oops, I don't know why I did that.
I mean, the owlbear is critical, so.
Yeah. So, I'm going to. Oh baby.
Oh shoot!
Whoa! What did I roll there? It's not saying what I rolled. Is it a 9? Is that what it is?
So you rolled. You did stinger poison. Wait, what did you? Which button did you hit?
I clicked. Yeah, I did the. It's the attack. It's
Which attack?
The dash. The stinger. Unless I need to do something else.
You need to roll the. So you rolled the yellow dice, right?
Oh Jesus! I've been. Okay, never mind. It's separated. So there's the stinger, and then there's the stinger poison. So the Constitution. So I see. Okay. So the stinger is the weapon.
Yeah.
I have been rolling the stinger poison.
Yeah. You need to roll the weapon first to see if you
Right.
hit, and then you need to roll the poison to see if it's poison.
Okay. Let's try this.
Nice.
Okay.
Yes.
You hit. Now roll the damage,
Now roll the damage.
which probably will end this conversation.
Yes.
Now
Yeah,
that
I'll
seems more like a zippy hit.
Yes.
So we're just gonna go, It's not quite as spectacular when the goddamn damage isn't automatically applied.
Applied, right.
So yeah, you guys, hear this this growl, and let me turn off the sounds because it's weird to have an owlbear screaming when it's dead. Right. So this owlbear falls to the ground with a thud, and you see this poof of plumage and feathers sort of puff up from the owlbear and then settle gently onto the floor, sort of soaking up some of the blood that surrounds the owlbear. And with a sort of a heavy sigh, this owlbear breathes its last breath and just stops moving.
That's
Nice.
sad.
You feel a little bad.
It is. I mean, from a what's it called standpoint, I am kind of sad that it from a scribe or from a knowledge seeking standpoint, I am kind of sad.
Yeah.
As even though I'm bleeding out and I just have recovered from dying.
So there you go. You guys are now standing over this dead owlbear. You're out of combat. We'll remove the owlbear. It didn't drop anything. But we will give you, I'll add that to your to your XP, so you'll get that XP for killing the owlbear. Looking around the room, there's some good news. Is left behind, on those desks behind you, is some treasure. You find yourself with 3 potions of healing, a scroll of rapidity, right? And that's Hold on. Let me tell you what it does. Hold on. I should have read this first. Oh, there it is. So you touch a creature that has died within the last minute, and that creature returns to life with 1 hit point. The spell can't return to life a creature that has died of old age, nor restore any missing body parts. So basically, we can call this the Nick Maylock spell, right? Where it may come in handy. Here's an image. Ooh, pretty.
Pretty scroll.
Yeah, it's pretty. All right. So, and you also have a scroll of silence, right? Which, as you may guess, sort of allows you to cast silence. Now, Nick, you're a wizard, correct?
Correct.
You can choose to learn a scroll, and it becomes a spell, or you can use a scroll once. Just so you know.
Right.
So just a reminder, a wizard typically wants to learn a thing because then they can use it over and over again. But that means during a long rest, you have to choose to study that scroll.
Right. Rather than now during that long rest, if I choose to do that, to learn that scroll, do I get any of the benefits from a long rest?
Yeah, you still get all your long rests, but you can
Yeah.
you can only study one thing at a time, right? So there's 2 scrolls, and there's also 3 potions of healing. So, what you need to discuss with your party members right now is, are they cool with you taking these scrolls, or do they want them put in the party inventory?
Are you guys cool with that?
You can take the scroll.
Okay. For some reason,
Just
I'm having trouble finding the combat tracker party sheet. Is it under party sheet?
Well, I just moved it into your inventory. What about the potions of healing? Who do you want to have those, or do you want me to put those in the party sheet?
I think Karen should take one.
Is this parcel items? Is that what we're looking at?
I haven't shared this with you. I'm just telling you what the parcels were.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
go ahead.
Before Karen takes it, should we take a long rest?
Well, why don't you guys discuss that after you decide what you want to do? Who do you want to have these? How about this? I'm going to put the potions of healing in your party inventory, and you guys can grab them if you want.
Okay.
So you go to a party sheet, inventory tab, and so there's now 4 of them there. There you go. You've also earned yourself 120 gold pieces. There you go. I've added all of that to your party inventory.
Nice.
Regarding long rest, you could totally do a long rest if you want. You'll want to make sure that you are in a room where you can sort of guard it.
Right.
And, I'll roll some die to see if you encounter anything throughout the night. But yeah, if you want to do a long rest, I'll give you that option. You've cleared most of this castle, so
yeah. Why don't we go in the room where the owl was, shut the door, and have a long rest?
Let's do it.
Well, the door's broken.
Yeah, there is no door.
Yeah.
You can pop it up, right?
All right, so Bing comes into the room. Bobby comes into the room. She tries to come into the room. Hold on. I'm getting Fabia. She's doesn't want to commit. There we go. Nick's in the room. Typically, Fabia stands watch because she needs less rest. You'll need to do 2 shifts.
Either me or her, because we're both elves.
I've closed the door, so you guys basically lean this door back up, sort of onto the hinges. And you're both elves, right? Are you each going to take a shift? 4 hours, 4 hours?
Yeah.
During your long rest, if you do that, you will not get to study a scroll because you'll be taking basically 4 hour.
That's fair.
Actually, you only need 4 hours because you're an elf. So I think you would still get. So which scroll did you want to learn?
Where are they again? Where did you say they were?
In your inventory, look for scrolls. One was. I gotta look at the right character. That would help. Hold on. Scarlar. Nick. Inventory.
There we go.
Yeah,
Scroll
look under
of-
scrolls.
Augury, scroll of charm person, scroll of comprehend languages, scroll of fireball, scroll
Yes.
of protection from evil and good.
So you have all of those. If you can either use the scroll once, or you can memorize it and we add it to your spell list. It's up to you. But
Okay.
so let me roll. Let me roll to see what happens here.
All right.
Okay.
What is augury?
Look it up.
Okay.
And you also have a staff that you have not attuned with. A staff of defense. Just so you know.
I do?
Yep.
Where is that? So I can probably either attune to that or learn a scroll, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Let me go ahead and attune. Well, let me do one of the spells. I'm gonna do the. Let me see what scroll of augury is. Come on. For some reason, my Sirenscape shut off. I don't know why.
Oh no.
That's what I said.
It's not playing music anyway.
So when it, oh yeah, I'm not. I don't have it playing anything right now. Just some wind.
I don't even hear that.
So tell me when you're ready, and we'll get this show on the road.
All right. Augury. Second level divination. Instantaneous by casting gem inlaid sticks, rolling dragon bones, laying ornate. You receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to take within the next 30 minutes. The DM chooses from the following possible omens: wheel for good results, woe for bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results, nothing for results that the spell doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that might change the outcome, such as the cast of additional spells or the loss or gain of a companion. If you cast the spell 2 or more times before completing your next long rest, there is a cumulative 25% chance for each casting after the first that you get a random reading. The DM makes the roll in secret. That's kind of badass.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I want to do that one. That's kind of awesome.
All right. So the only deal is you have to do your 4 hours. So one of the two shifts needs to be uneventful.
Right.
So you guys pull this. You pull this. Door up, and you sort of, lean it so it looks as best it can. Honestly, it's not perfect. Like clearly the owlbear is not in there. You can't put that board on the outside of it and make it look like it's, it's there. But about halfway through the night, like the door falls over, and these 3 goblins come in to check on this owlbear, potentially feed, and catch you guys asleep. Catch you guys sleeping. So they're gonna get who was awake? It was first was Fabia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which arguably she would now be by the door. So they're gonna get an advantage. 2 of them are gonna get advantage. Like they're gonna get a first attack on Fabia.
Do we get any hit points back, given that we slept for half the time?
Not until the morning. It requires a full rest. You could have done a short rest and had a different outcome. But alas, the first one comes down on Fabia with its scimitar, and probably surprised to find not an owlbear there, but it was a miss. And the second one comes down on Fabia. Oh, and it gets
Oh shit.
So Fabia is now deafened for 1d4. So for the next one round, Fabia can't hear. And the damage on Fabia
It's double.
is a solid 10.
Alright.
All right, so let me put that down.
Let's kill him.
And just so you know how so this was a random encounter, right? So I rolled dice, and it's like, yeah, you didn't make it through the night, you guys. But these are goblins, and like after this battle, I think this is probably where we'll end for the night. I think Cliff, you're yawning, and the way I feel right now makes me feel like, yeah, this is probably it. These guys aren't particularly badass, so you guys, Fabia's like, get up, get up, get up, get up, right? And you guys are now at. You're now awake. So let me go ahead and ask for everyone to roll initiative. All right, so Zippy, Fabia gets a 13. And round 1.
Fight.
Round 1 next. All right, so Skylar will be at the top. Fabia second. Oh, where does Zippy go? Fabia gets a 19. So 19 for Zippy. There you go. Awesome. So here you are, right? So you can't until it's your turn. You can't move, and the Skylar. So okay, it was your turn. You were moving. So go ahead and move if you want.
Yeah, I was moving, then I was attacking.
All right, so I'm wagering that this goal is to just dispatch these goblins ASAP.
Pretty much.
All right, you're up.
And just a second. Sorry.
All right, so you miss. Little Zippy, it is too close quarters. It is high enough that Zippy could make its way out the door, but there's really, other than attack from above,
Right.
which I would allow for Goblin Boney, but the other goblin's too close to the wall.
Okay.
Your call.
Okay. If I attack one, will it spring an advantage for the other one?
What do you mean?
So if I attack Goblin in front of the door, what's his name? Boney?
Yeah,
if I attack Goblin Boney, where's he at?
He's the corner of that
sadistic Chuck, out of line sadistic Chuck. If I attack Brunette Mutton Chops, will that spring an opportunity attack for out of line sadistic Chuck?
No, I mean only if you move. Like once you move, basically, if you attack Boney, your character will be on top of Boney, right? Because the only way you can do it is attack from above, right? So you're attacking down. You're 5 feet above, and if you move from that moment after that, there's all 3 of those goblins get an opportunity attack on. No, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Only the 2 in the room get one. The other one would be outside the door, so you're at an angle not available.
So once I get into them, I can't move back, or it springs an opportunity.
Yeah.
Attack of opportunity. Okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah. So I'm gonna have. Well, shit. No, he's gonna be.
Don't forget, you can either be Zippy or Fabia.
Right. Or Fabia. Where's she at? 40. HP 30. Yeah, I'm gonna have her attack Goblin Bone.
All right, so then it's gonna move.
Or
move
Goblin.
to
I'm sorry. Yeah, Brunette Oh yeah, I guess it is bony. This one?
Okay, that's who she's going to attack? Okay.
Yeah.
And what is she attacking with? Her
She's
short sword?
attacking with. No. Does she have point blank range yet?
She's at point blank, so if you attack her, she has to attack with disadvantage because it is close combat, and it's if you're trying to use a ranged weapon in close combat, it's disadvantage.
Yeah.
And if she fumbles, she risks hitting Noodle.
Right. Okay, then I'm sorry. I'm gonna switch back to Zippy.
All right, Zippy it is. Let me move back up to Zippy. It's now Zippy's turn, and we'll assume that he's where is he? Is he flying on top of which one of them, or is he splitting the distance?
He's gonna go. He's gonna attack Goblin Bone. This one.
All right, so
He's gonna attack that one.
so even though I'm just going to move him over here, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Trying to get him up the. Oh, the door is closed. Hold on, sorry. I got to move some people around real quick so I can open the door. There we go. So he's, even though he's right there, he's on top of Goblin Boney, just so you know.
Okay. So he's gonna attack Goblin Boney
Okay.
with Stinger Poison.
Boom,
Standard.
boom.
Or not.
And he misses.
Yeah.
So he's
Well, that was fun.
he's literally on top of Boney, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. He still has movement left, but they'll two goblins will get an opportunity attack if he wants to move.
Okay. No.
Okay. Then end your turn.
Mm-hmm.
And end again.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to go for Fabia. And it's a ranged. It's a melee attack. Oh, it's a wild miss, and he can't really move anywhere, so his turn is ended. This brings us to Noodle. So Noodle, of course, would have spun around when that door came down. So whoever's running Noodle.
Yeah.
Noodle.
Let's see. I guess Noodle can hit stuff, right?
Yep. Yeah, she's a formidable warrior.
Go Noodle.
All right, let's just hit some stuff.
I mean, she has a scimitar that does more. That has a +4 and does 1d6 damage. She also has some spells, like I think spiritual weapon. Ooh!
Nice Noodle.
So it's a critical hit. So she does 10, and so that's 10 damage on. What's she hitting?
It looks like Boney.
Boney something.
All right.
Yeah, Boney.
So it's dead,
Nice job.
and I'm gonna clear. So I'm gonna clear that dead off. Boney, where's Boney at? It'll make it easier. Boop, boop. And then Zippy is. I'll make Zippy bigger because
All right.
Zippy is up in the air.
That's
Right.
fair. Yeah.
So I mean that
Closer
just
to you.
represents. Yeah. So he's like 5 feet above, like a dead body now.
Yep.
All right. Now it's Mutton Chop's turn. Mutton Chop is going to do a ranged attack and then decide what to do next. So it's going to be a short bow to Noodle.
Yes.
Crap, and it's a miss.
Nice.
And it's going to move it to 30 feet. All right. So it is running away because it's a goblin, and goblins are big wimps. Nick.
All right. So, how much?
Woodchuck, wood.
If I attack this guy, I don't know. There we go. If I attack that guy, how much cover is he between Noodle and Favia?
Well, it depends on. So if you're doing an opponent within sight spell, then you don't have to worry about people being between you. If you're doing a something flies from you to that thing,
Right.
then you have you do not really have line of sight.
Okay, because I have Spell Sniper that ignores half and 3/4 cover for ranged spell attacks. That's a feat.
so it doesn't really have cover other than your people.
Okay. So,
Yeah, I think with your angle, you would likely hit Fabia.
okay. Is that? I guess that's kind of closer to full cover. Like I would be lobbing over.
Yeah,
her.
which I would allow. It's just you'd have to do that with this disadvantage.
Right. Even with the Spell Sniper.
Okay,
if I use like Chromatic Orb. Hello?
Yeah, no, I'm sorry, I'm reading it, but yeah,
Okay.
but it's not under. It's like that goblet is fully covered, so it only covers 1/2 and 3/4.
Oh,
So
right.
yeah,
Okay.
so it'd have to be something under full. Like basically, your people are between you and that thing.
Yeah, the Noodle and Favia count pretty much.
But if you wanted to throw like a chromatic orb at this thing, you
Yeah.
can do so. But if you fumble, you're going to hit one of those two guys. And you'll roll to see which one.
Okay. Now,
So
what
just
if I
basically
use-
don't get a 1 is the deal.
Yeah, right. Well, knowing fucking his odds. Now what about a spell? You said if it was a spell, it'd be fine.
Well, no. If it's a spell where you say like an opponent within that you choose versus
Yeah.
like a missile, right? Like there's.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, is it a-
so like
is it a
Scorching Ray
range-
would
Yeah, Scorching Ray I think is not
doable.
Let me see. Where is this at? Yeah, so like Booming Blade is within 5 feet.
Yep.
Shocking
does
Grasp
that
is obviously has to be right next to them.
Right.
True Strike. True Strike just gives you a glance into their defenses. Find Mage, Armor, Disguise Self, Copy Languages, no. Chromatic Orb is...
Looks like the only option potentially from here.
Yeah, so basically a creature that you choose. So yeah, so like Chromatic Orb you could use because it appears where you tell it to appear.
Right. But if I fumble, I hit either Noodle or
so
Favia.
if you get a 1, then you'll roll a 20-sided dice.
Right.
So there's like a 1 in 20 chance you'll hit one of your colleagues.
Yeah.
One of them
Come
could
on.
be your real life wife, right? But
Yeah, that's true.
but that's their fault for not playing.
All right, I'm gonna do Chromatic Orb.
All right,
Yes.
go for it.
Over goblins.
Famous last words, but just don't fumble.
Yes.
But you for some reason you hit little Zippy.
I have even if I did hit Little Zippy, I have the out of guy targeted.
Yeah,
So
I don't
you-
know. Yeah, so don't drag it on little Zippy, but yeah, I'll give you the
Okay.
hit. But go ahead
Okay.
and now drag damage. Make sure you drag it on the right person.
All right.
That guy's dead.
So who is that? That's Goblin out something. 24 damage. He's dead. So he's dead. So you guys are now mostly out of combat. Like one of the goblins has run away. So
We can't
what are
have
you gonna do?
We can't sleep because there's a freaking goblin out there that knows we're here.
Yeah.
All right, I say we play
That's
next
okay.
week because nothing we can do now.
So do you want to try to finish your long sleep? and I'll roll a die to see if you succeed.
What do you guys think?
Mm,
Yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it.
yep.
All right, so you make it the rest of the night without incident. There is somewhere this goblin running around, and so throughout the night, let me identify where he went. All right, there we go. Let me go ahead and long sleep you, and then we'll be done.
Me and Fabia still have stars on each other. Is that?
What's that?
I still have I have a star icon at the bottom of my.
And so I was going to tell you, Nick,
Okay.
you need to add one more inspiration point for your for your boneheaded move that you tried. Remember, I said if you actually did that, I'd give you an inspiration point. So go ahead
Yes.
and I'll click that for you, so you now have 2. Don't forget that allows you to re-roll
Okay.
a like a fumble if you want, or whatever you want to re-roll. It doesn't matter. Whatever the roll is, you can always choose to re-roll it. All right.
Okay.
So you guys are all healed up. Nothing else happened. There's some goblin running around this goddamn place, but what do you care?
Right.
Nick, in your inventory, you now are attuned to the Staff of Defense.
Oh yeah.
That's what you wanted, right? The Staff of Defense.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So now
Oh
you
wait.
or no?
Oh well, shit.
Wait, is that not what you wanted?
It was the spell, but I know that well, yeah. The staff is the staff. It was either one, either the spell of augury or the
Which one do you
actually,
want? Because I can undo whichever.
Yeah, let me do the spell of augury.
Okay, so let me ungive you that, and then what is it? The spell of.
It's called augury. It's AUGURY.
Where is it at in your list? Oh, there,
So I found it in the player's handbook is where I found it, but I don't have it on my.
oh
it
no,
would be-
you don't get to learn a spell that you don't have. I mean, otherwise
Well,
you're gonna find the most badass spell anywhere. Did you find the scroll?
Yeah.
Okay, where is it?
Well, I thought we could if I learn the scroll, I can have it. Like I'll be able to.
So think about this: if you find a scroll, you can read that scroll and learn the scroll. You can't just choose a scroll out of the book that you want, right? It has to be one. So you have access to.
No, it was one of the scrolls that we found was the scroll of augury.
Okay, so was that in your was that in the party sheet then?
Yes.
Ah.
It was in the party inventory.
Okay, so let me drag that to you. Then hold on. I don't see it.
It was in. Let me see. Yeah, it's under scrolls. If you go to scrolls, it was, unless it didn't save, because it was in there.
In your the party
there's
sheet.
scroll of augury. Cyrus Bing. Oh, Cyrus Bing has it. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, Bing would have to give that to you. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
Now
Then
you
I'll
are.
wait.
Who's playing
So
Bing? Was that you?
no, it wasn't me. It was
I was playing him.
Yeah.
So
No,
would
it's
you
fine,
give him the
since-
scroll?
Well, I don't know if is it. Oh yeah, you are Cyrus Bing, right? Yeah.
I was.
Oh no,
but
you're
I shut-
Skylar.
I
Yeah,
shut
but he
down
also
fantasy.
he also played Cyrus Bing.
Okay. I don't know if
Do you think that?
I would.
Do you guys think that Bing would give the wizard the scroll? This is the question.
Just take
I
the
don't-
staff down now.
Yeah, I'll take the staff now, and I'll figure out the scrolls later.
Yeah, we can sort
that'll
of
be fine.
All right. On that note, when we play next, you guys have established that Gundren Rockseeker was not in that room. It was an owlbear. You have you tried to sleep through the night, but you encountered 3 goblins who were quite honestly when you guys first started this game, would have been formidable opponents. But at this point, it's just like, stepping on cockroaches at this point for you guys. You did make it through the night. You healed up. You got your spell slots back. Nick attuned to a new staff that he has that he's now equipped, which is going to give you a buff, right? To check out the buff that you got. And then when we next play, you're I believe on the way north to see what's going on in that room. Is that accurate?
Did you give us experience points, by the way?
No, I can do that right now. Give me 1 second.
Oh, I thought we did. I thought I saw him come through.
Oh yeah, it did. It awarded it to you.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. I didn't see them join. I didn't see them come
you
through.
guys are pushing up to. You guys are totally pushing up towards your next level,
Nice.
which is awesome. So the good news is, for Wave Echo Cave, you really need to be a level 4, and you guys are at the end of level 4, hitting level 5. So you guys are well positioned for the next Fandango. Now, hopefully, I thought we would get there today. I did not expect. I did not expect us to spend a bunch of time dancing with an owlbear.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And then you got some extra goblin meat. But yeah, so the next time we play, probably make your way north, sort of wind this thing down, and head into Wave Echo Cave or whatever you guys do next.
Right.
All right, guys. On that note, always a pleasure. I've got more
Pleasure
meetings
indeed.
tonight. All right, I'll see you guys. Cheers.
See you
All
guys.
right. Have a good one, guys. It's been a pleasure being back.
Yeah, it's good to be back. Good
Right.
to be back.
Thanks.
Bye.